everybody, we can all agree we're loving the spring-like temperatures. Maybe not so much the snow lovers, but apparently these warm temps are also confusing Mother Nature, the cherry blossoms in particular. Fox 5's Jennifer Delgado joining us from the Tidal Basin. A pretty early time on the calendar to be down there, but with good reason.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? If you're going to be stuck in winter, you got to love these warm days. And we've had a lot of them. January turned out to be the third warmest on record. And you know what? The trees are noticing these things. And we're also starting to see some of the trees showing some indications of possibly of some bloom happening a little sooner than expected. Now, last year, peak bloom was March 25th. And it looks like this year it's very likely going to come in March if all plays out with the weather. And we already know it's been warm. And this week it's been a fabulous day. Temperatures in the 60s. Joining me right now, we have Mike Litteris with the National Parks. And Mike, you are a cherry blossom tree expert. You've been out here for years, and we see the cherry blossoms right now, and they don't look that impressive right now.
The trees around us here at the Tidal Basin are not showing any signs yet that they're starting to blossom. The buds are there, but they have not begun their six-stage journey to peak bloom.
All right, so we're looking at the buds, and we're going to walk over here. These are brown buds, but everybody's been talking about this indicator tree, right?
We have one of the Yoshino trees, which every year leads about a week to 10 days ahead of the other trees. And it started to show some of its green buds already. Green bud is the first stage. 70% of the tree has to be there. We're not quite there yet, but it's running about 2 weeks ahead of where it was last year. So that gives us, I think, a good clue that we're likely to see a late March
as opposed
peak bloom,
to April, right?
As opposed to the historic average date of April 4th. But there's a long way to go left in winter. So, there's plenty of time for us to hit a cold snap, have that bloom process slow down a little bit. But right now, I would say we're looking at earlier than the average date of April 4th.
Right. The weather's been so warm, and, ideal weather is cool, dry weather. And we also want these days to last, too, right? You can't just keep going in these sporadic bouts of cold and warm.
Right, but a 60-degree day, a 70-degree today, if that's really going to accelerate that bloom cycle. But yeah, slow down, give us average temperatures, get us to late March, early April, once the festival's in full swing.
Right. The festival starts March 20th, and we're hoping maybe they may coincide together. Now, we talked about the indicator tree and the buds, and okay, if we look off over the Tidal Basin, okay, to the left of the big green tree. We've been trying to find this tree.
It's a well-kept state secret.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we might reveal some of those secrets coming up in the next hour. Again, we want to thank you, Mike Litteris, for joining us. And again, we're looking at potentially maybe it happening in late March, but on average, it's usually April 4th. But with these warm temperatures, we think it's going to happen a lot sooner than that. Angie, of course, I'll be on the cherry blossom beat. We're going to send back over to you.